My name is Chariko Yamamoto. I got married to the guy I love and we're currently pregnant. In other words, I'm super happy, but... Ow! It really hurts!
What should I do?
They weren't lying when they said it's like pushing a watermelon out of your eye.
Chariko, you can do it! Come on!
30 hours after I went into labor.
You're amazing. It's a baby. Our baby is here.
You're too hyper. We'll get told off by the hospital.
Ah! I'm so happy. I'm super happy. I'm so glad to be alive.
I got it. Let's get back to my room. Everyone's waiting.
Chariko, you did so well.
Look at these eyes. They're just like Chariko's when she was born.
Stop it. You're embarrassing me.
Wow. It's our first grandchild. I'm so happy. Thank you, Chariko. Go on. You hold the baby too.
It doesn't look like Ataru.
I couldn't hear. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, it's already this late. You must be tired. So you go to sleep.
Really? Thank you. Honestly, I'm completely worn out.
That's true. Let's go home for today.
I was tired out by the 30-hour-long labor, physically and mentally. I had noticed that everyone was a bit strange, but I was too tired to be bothered about it and fell asleep straight away. However, my mother-in-law's words would completely change our relationship as mother and daughter. For 3 days after I gave birth, my husband didn't come to see me at all in the hospital. Why hasn't he visited? He hasn't answered my messages either. What if he's been in an accident? What's wrong? My husband hasn't come to see me at all. I'm worried about whether he might have been in an accident.
Really? I saw him this morning, though.
What? Then why hasn't he dropped by?
He was here to see our baby with a man wearing a suit. Perhaps he came during his break?
Oh, he's finally answered. How could he ignore me for 3 whole days? I won't forgive him, even if it was because of work.
Once you're out of the hospital, come to my parents' house. I want to talk to you about something.
I wonder what it is. Did something happen after all?
The person you are trying to call is currently unavailable. Please try again later.
Huh? Why? I had no idea what was going on and tried asking my parents, but they didn't know anything either. 1 week later, I was finally released from the hospital. I left our newborn baby with my parents and headed to my husband's parents' house, just like he had asked.
You came! Come on in.
What's going on? I'm still recovering, you know?
How about you ask yourself?
We know everything. How about you confess to all of it yourself?
What are you talking about?
What, you think it'll all be okay if you play dumb? Do you really think you can deceive us? We're not that stupid.
I'm telling you, I don't know what you're talking about. What is it you're trying to say? You didn't come to visit me in the hospital at all either. What is up with you?
Why should I visit you?
What?
That baby. It's not mine, is it?
What?
I already know everything. It's your ex-boyfriend's baby.
Of course not.
Don't lie. I have evidence.
Evidence?
A paternity test. While you were in the hospital, I had a DNA test done.
A paternity test? It looks like the man wearing a suit that the nurse had mentioned was a man named Ataru had hired to conduct a DNA test.
The results arrived just before you came. You can't make any excuses now.
That's right. A paternity test is definite. It's a conclusive evidence, so you can't run away from the truth. Oh, your face has gone pale. I wonder if the paternity test was a bit problematic for you. I suppose so. Seeing as it's another man's child, you filthy woman, we'll reveal your true colors.
Your evil plan is finished! Look at this! This is the undeniable truth. Look, the probability of paternity is 99.9%. You can't hide any... Wait.
What? 99.9%? That's impossible!
I told you, I seriously don't even understand why I'm being doubted. The truth is, we got married after we got pregnant. On top of that, we had only been going for a month before we realized we were going to have a baby. It was a super speedy marriage. A little while before that, I had been dating another guy, and Ataru and his parents knew about that too. My mother-in-law didn't like the way I looked and dressed, and was suspicious that it might be my ex's baby and not Ataru's. That's when one of her friends told her about her son was tricked into raising another man's child and started to think that it was happening to her too. Ataru was also thinking that it might be possible, and after hearing things from his mother and seeing how the baby didn't look like him, he concluded that it wasn't his baby.
You deceived us, didn't you?
Huh? I'm sorry. I'm not that smart, so I don't know what you think I'm deceiving you about. Apparently, they thought I was deceiving them about the baby being Ataru's child. My mother-in-law heard about a story like this from her friend and started to worry and then believed that I was doing the same thing. Of course I wouldn't do something like that.
But when I mentioned that the baby didn't look like Ataru, you went pale.
Huh? When?
When she first held the baby in the hospital, my mom said that the baby didn't look like me and asked whose baby it was. Then you went pale.
Huh? That's what you said? That's why everyone went so quiet. I didn't hear you that time, so I asked you what you said, didn't I?
What? It wasn't because you thought we'd found out the truth?
How dare you! It was right after I went through 30 hours of labor. I heard from my doctor afterwards that I lost a lot of blood, so I was anemic. Do you really expect me to have a healthy flush after all that?
Well, I'm sure the DNA test is mistaken. If we do it again, I'm sure we'll find out the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
DNA tests can be unreliable, too.
Just a few minutes ago, you said that DNA tests were definite, didn't you?
But it says 99.9%. If it said 100, then I'd believe it. But it seems that the company that did the test is unsure too, so...
Yeah, there's a definite 0.1% chance that this baby isn't mine.
No. Do you really think that? Plus, I had no time to cheat on you. Remind yourself of what happened right after we started dating. Ataru and I were working in the same place, and after deciding to get together, became addicted to a drama series on TV. At work and at home, we had spent most of our time together. We were at the same workplace, and after finishing work, we would go home and watch TV together.
Yeah, but for a while, before we got married, you were dating some other guy. You must have been meeting him behind my back and got pregnant then.
For a year before I started dating you, my ex was working abroad, and I hadn't met him once during that time. We couldn't meet, so of course we couldn't do anything like that. It's 100% impossible that it's my ex's baby.
But...
Then how about I prove that my ex wasn't in Japan during that time? I'll call him right now and prove it to you.
Even if you do that...
That's enough! I can't bear you being so pathetic. Charako, I really am sorry. I'm embarrassed that I was a little suspicious too when I heard my wife and son's doubts. I was told by my wife that you were definitely cheating. I didn't think that their reason for doubting you was this weak.
You haven't done anything wrong. Anyway, look at this. The shape of the nose and face. The baby looks just like you. Well, the baby has my eyes. Hearing that, Ataru fell to his knees and started crying. My father-in-law had to comfort him. I realized then that my feelings for him had faded.
Well, this time it seems we were mistaken, but you should be careful not to do anything to make us doubt you from now on.
From now on, what do you mean?
We're saying you don't have to get a divorce anymore.
I'll be a good dad.
So, anyways, about the divorce and the compensation.
What? Were you listening? I'm saying you don't have to divorce.
You've got to be kidding me. You think you can just erase what you've done? All you had to do was use your brains, but you jumped to conclusions and believed your friend's story. You prove that you don't trust me.
But it's my baby. We can get along from now on.
That's right. Don't you feel sorry for the baby? You shouldn't get a divorce right after it's born.
You don't have the right to tell me that. You're the one that told me you wanted a divorce. You realized you were mistaken. So you say you'll forgive me? It should be the other way around.
No way.
Also, I realized something. What were you saying about me at work? Ever since I gave birth, our colleagues and managers have all been messaging me, telling me off and saying they're disappointed in me.
Oh!
You didn't have any evidence, and you told everyone that I'd given birth to some other guy's baby. Didn't you? That's full-on defamation.
But I thought...
No buts. How old are you? Take responsibility for your own actions. All my feelings for you are gone, so divorce it is. I don't want to see you ever again. But it's your baby, so you better pay child support. It's a matter of course.
I don't want a divorce!
I could only sigh, but my father-in-law supported me.
I can't defend what you've done! Do you understand how much you've hurt Charako? All because of your childish behavior? Charako, I'm really, really very sorry.
His father's words must have had an impact on him because Ataru didn't say anything more after that. The divorce papers were signed, and I demanded not only compensation, but that my ex-husband take back the rumors he had spread of me at work. And so, my ex-husband had to go around to each person he had told, correcting what he had said about me cheating on him. As a result, he lost a lot. His friends and subordinates no longer wanted anything to do with him, and cut their ties. Not just that, our female colleagues all criticized his actions, and he lost all support at work. Even so, he has to continue working in order to pay child support. My mother-in-law was handed divorce papers because of what happened and is currently living alone. As for me, with my parents' support, I'm juggling work with raising my child. I'm really satisfied with my current life. Also, as a result of my ex-husband cleaning up all the misunderstandings, I'm currently very popular with the guys.